Hey, what's going on? It's Elio, Scalp Tats NYC. Today's topics are going to be layers of skin, right? And tattoo pricing, and how to do your due diligence when deciding to get this procedure and what artist to go with. Now, layers of skin. I could use the fancy terminology to dress all the layers of skin, but I'm going to keep this really simple. You have three layers of skin, right? First, second, and third, right? Now, the difference between these tattoos, right, and these tattoos are the layers of skin that the needle will actually hit in achieving its mark. Now, with these tattoos, right, layers of skin, they pretty much go all the way down into the last layer of skin between the muscle and the skin. That's why these are usually done in one pass because they go very deep in. Now, with this tattoo, right, layers of skin again, the needle goes in between the first and second layer of skin, hitting upon the top layer of skin. Now, it takes a highly skilled individual with years under their belt of doing this to constantly and consistently hit that layer of skin. Now, you're going to see a lot of people take these 5, 6, 7 day courses. And in essence, they're learning theory on SMP because, let's keep it real, right? And I'm going to use the original tattoo world to reference this. You cannot learn this and be highly proficient in SMP without having years of experience doing this. Just like in the real tattoo world, the master artist will always have an apprentice, right? And that apprentice will be under the master's artist's belt for a few years before they drift out onto their own ventures and, become a force to reckon with in the tattoo world. And those are only the good ones. Some of them just learn the basics of tattooing and they keep it moving from there. But you have these courses that teach people the theory and they go out and they start their own establishments and basically they don't last because, you can learn all the theory in the world, but if you don't got that experience, that field experience, that those hours upon hours and hours actually on real skin, then you're not gonna be that good. Sure, they might get a couple dots boop, 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 on point, but this is a long, tedious, fatiguing procedure. And if the artist doesn't have years of experience and has all those tendons and muscle fibers with the endurance to consistently lay down dots between that sweet spot I talked about a little earlier, then the individual is going to give you mediocre results. And if you're going to pay money to get this done, you want this to look real. You want this to look natural. You want this to look undetectable. And that's what happens when you go to an artist who's been doing this for years. For years. It takes years to learn this, to do this properly. And I'm not knocking anybody's course. I'm just being real, because if you go to somebody that went to a little course, right, and doesn't have that time in the field, those years on the job of practice, I'm not even going to talk about it because I just explained it. Now, pricing, right? In the real world of tattooing, the traditional world, the old school world of tattooing, these type of tattoos, there's a way that they're priced, right? Some artists, they usually charge by the hour. Hours start between $300 an hour and up. You do there 3 4 hours, you do the math, you can figure it out. Now there's another way to charge for tattooing, and it's actually by the size of the piece, the tattoo, the work. Depending on the size of the work will be a direct outcome of the price the artist charged you. Those are the only two ways to really charge in this. Now you have a lot of establishments that you go into, and they have the misconception, or they want to give the illusion that they went to some medical school of tattooing, and they want to actually charge you, like a outpacing procedure at a clinic somewhere, which is totally ridiculous. I mean, this is a tattoo. I just explained it to you. Let's be real. Now, you're gonna have new artists, right? And you're gonna have artists that have been doing this for a little while, and then you're gonna have artists that been doing this for years, right? Now, the new artists, they're gonna charge you very cheap, and in essence, those are the guys that went to those crash course tattoo schools, and they think they know how to do this, and they're gonna charge you, very cheap. Now, you get what you pay for with them. Do your due diligence, go in there, um, feel them out, ask to see their little tattoo license, because here in New York, you have to have a tattoo license. And if they don't show you at least 3 of them, right, they each last 2 years. If they don't show you at least 3 of them, you make your call on that. Now, the guys in the middle, right? Some of them been doing tattooing for years, and they transitioned to this, or they graduated from the new school of, SMP schools, and they've actually been doing this for a few years. And some of them are going to do very, very good work. Then you have the guys on the other side of the spectrum, right? These are going to be the establishments in the prestigious areas of the city. And like I said, they're going to give you the illusion that they went to some prestigious school of tattooing, and therefore that gives them the justification to give you this outrageous price for a tattoo. If you feel comfortable with them and you actually want to throw your money away, then hey, you could go to them. But they're going to do the same exact work as pretty much as individual who's been doing this for years, and gives you a price that's fair, honest, and consistent with the traditional world of tattooing. Now, about me, I've been doing this since 2013. 2013. I've actually learned how to tattoo in the 1990s. However, I picked this up in 2013. I established my company in 2014. I have years of experience of doing this. I only see one client a day because I don't want to be rushed by having another client in the waiting room waiting to get this done. Number one, it's not fair to you, because now the artist, right, is pressured to try to hurry up to get the next individual in the chair, right? And he's not going to give that client the attention to detail, the critiquing of the entire scalp that they should give you because you're paying the money, but they really won't because they have another individual waiting out there to get it done. I call that the barbershop effect, right? And the second and most important reason is sanitation. The sanitary procedures have to be very immaculate when you're doing this, because after you're tattooing, you're piercing skin, and Let's be real. There's a little bit of blood involved. And if you don't sanitize your shop proficiently and to a level of not high standards, but excellence, then, it's not safe for your other clients, right? So I give it 24 hours before I would see another client so I could give my facility the proper sanitation it deserves. Now, with that being said, time. Time between sessions is utmost importance because in the traditional world of tattooing, right, those of you who got real tattoos are going to understand that these tattoos, they don't heal in 10 days or 7 days. They take about 3 weeks. So in between sessions, I give it 21 days plus. Matter of fact, if you come in, if you're not completely healed to my specifications, we will reschedule and we will pick another date for you. Now, I charge a very fair price, and I haven't raised my prices because of the pandemic. My prices remain the same. I charge $5.99 per session. It's a fair, honest price. When you sit in my chair, you're going to be here at least 2 hours plus. So if I would charge you $300 an hour and we go 3 hours, you do the math. But I keep my price at $5.99 because it's right where it should be. It's right where it should be. This is no medical procedure. However, it does take a degree of skill and artistic ability with a touch of craftsmanship to do this correctly and to make it look real. The realness is what really counts. You want to go outside, walk your dog. You want to go to the store, the supermarket. You want to go to a restaurant and be self-assured that the work you got is natural looking, it's undetectable, it's looking real. Because you don't want to be that individual that goes to like a newer establishment and you got your SMP done and now you're sitting at the restaurant table and you got people from across the tables looking at the top of your head because guess what? They just realized that you have something artificial there and you threw your money away. Because if they noticed it, everybody else is going to notice it. And the illusion of realness is just not there. That's why you want to go to an artist with years of experience doing this, because they're the artists who could achieve that level of illusion in the hairline. They could achieve that level of realism in the hairline. That's what you want. That's what you're paying for. And like I said, I've been doing this since 2013. I am at that level. I've been at that level for a few years already. I'm one of the best in my area and possibly the world that's doing this right now. And my price is fair. I've had a lot of success here, and I'd like for you to give me a call and we could set up an appointment. Or you could still give me a call and I could give you some knowledge about this so you could cross-reference it with the artist you do choose. Because everything I'm going to tell you, even though you don't do the procedure with me or choose not to do the procedure with me, you need to cross-reference with the artist you're going to choose. Now, think of it as like getting a second opinion, because a lot of people are going to tell you stuff just to take your money and get you in their chair, and then, it could come out horrible. So you want to cross-reference what each artist says, Now, I'm located in a very convenient and easy accessible place in New York City, City Island, the Bronx. There's plenty of street parking. There's no meters. no alternate side of the street parking. The most on a crowded day you would have to walk from your car to get here is 2 blocks. And the blocks are small. You could park in the street, no problem. If you go to other places, like in the city, you got to pay, parking is probably like $100 now down there, right? So you have to throw that $100 every time you go on top of the price you're going to pay, right? Or you could take the New York City subway system. And if you were up for an adventure, then hey, take that train. But remember, this isn't like, a few years ago when the trains were safe. Be careful, be smart. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for checking out the website. And just thank you for listening to me. And once again, give me a call. You have nothing to lose with a phone call. I could probably help deter you from the wrong artist and help guide you to the right artist for you. Because, that's what we're here for. Us old school guys that are doing this, we want you to get this done the right way. And the reason why we want you to get this done the right way is because one bad job makes everybody look bad. And what I mean by that, you go to an establishment and they did mediocre work, and now that individual is out there in the world and he has this substandard artistic impression on his head that doesn't look real, and people are gonna be like, oh, that's what a head tattoo looks like. Oh, shit, it looks fucked up, right? And that hurts everybody. Everybody that's doing it, that'll hurt, because if when you do get a client into your shop and they're like on the edge, not sure to do about this, and if they see an individual like that, you feel what I'm saying? They're gonna be a hard sell, So I'm gonna give you all the advice you need to make the right choice, and it doesn't have to be with me. As long as you go to somebody that is knowledgeable, skillful, and will do this the right way, then hey, the industry looks good. But if you go to an individual that's going to give you a substandard job, that makes the whole industry look bad, because now people get turned off to this and they don't want to do it. My name is Elio. I'm the owner of Scalp Tats. I've been established since 2013. We officially launched 2014. It's now 2022, and I'm still going strong. I'm still here. And most important thing after you get this done is to take care of it and, treat it like a baby. Thank you for watching my video once again. Change your hairline, change your life. Scalp Tats. Thank you.